And now, from Music City Star Factory, it's time for The Family with Charlie Boots.
I have no
Ladies
idea.
and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Charlie Boots Show live from the Music City Star Factory right here in San Francisco. And folks, if you have not tuned into The Family yet, well, welcome. We're glad to have you. The Big Three is here. You have to my right, Anthony the Warrior, and Ireland's favorite and now America's favorite, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mick McCarthy.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations is in order.
Why?
Go ahead.
No, say it.
What?
Well, he's a finisher of the 26.2 mile.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick just got back from the Atlantic City Marathon.
Okay.
He did 26.2 miles, no problem. And Mick, let him know, how was the experience? Have you done stuff like this before? What was it like? Take us through the whole deal.
Okay, well, first of all, the whole no problem thing is probably not right.
You were smoking cigarettes right at the end.
I was, yeah. I actually brought a pack with me just in case that, like, you know, I mean, maybe I might need a rest mid-race or something.
Absolutely.
Sit down and have a cigarette.
It's like Gatorade.
Yeah, but lucky enough, I was also wearing a nicotine patch.
Okay.
So that quelled the need for a cigarette because I was out there quite a long time.
How long did it take?
5 hours and 20 minutes.
That ain't bad.
It ain't bad, yeah. I guess, you know, like, I mean, I'd never done one before. I'd never done a marathon. So I went really easy, you know, and took it very, very easy. The whole goal was just to get through it. And I did, yeah. I made it through in the end.
Well,
yeah.
congratulations. Absolutely.
As you're gearing up,
Absolutely.
as you're gearing up to run a marathon, how many runs before the actual 26 mile do you say to yourself, I gotta hit X amount of miles?
Well, there's a whole training program that you can download online, and you know, I wouldn't be the prime example for following it. I got up as far as the longest run I did was 18 miles.
Wow.
And that was about 6 weeks before. Then you're supposed to do a run of 20 miles, but I got tremendously busy at work, so then my Saturdays started disappearing, and I didn't do it. And then in the last 3 weeks, I actually did nothing. So I was 50-50 at best going up there, you know, like that's the way I felt.
That's tough.
Yeah. So
Any
A lot
muscles give
stronger
out
than
on
you
you?
thought.
no, I mean, like I've people who know me know, like I've no PCLs in my knees.
Okay.
Both knees, the PCL is torn.
Sheesh.
So it was rough on the knees, but the boardwalk actually saved me. You know, thank you, boardwalk in Atlantic City, because it was on boards, so it was springy.
Oh, there was some give to it,
you had
interesting.
some give to it. So I would recommend anybody with bad knees. That's the marathon.
So is the whole deal on the actual boardwalk wood, or?
We ran 7 miles on the boardwalk, which is the full length of the boardwalk in one direction, and then on the way back, it was another 2 miles. We got back, like the finish was at Bally's Casino.
Okay.
So that's 2 miles up on the boardwalk from the, gosh, I don't know the far side.
Right. One side to the other
Right
side.
to the other. Yeah, so it was, yeah, so like that, I think that did a lot for me, you know, like, and it came at a good stretch. The 7 miles was from, let's see, from 6 to 13 on the way out, and then from 20, pretty much, yeah, it was 3 miles on the way back, I think, yeah, 23 to 26 on the way back.
That's
So
insane.
the last 3 miles, so it was like, yeah, it helped a lot, no, in fairness.
Wow. But it goes to show that when you set your mind to something and you
You're
set a
lot
goal,
tougher, for sure.
you could do it.
You can do it, yeah, and there will be, just because, you know, like, I mean, I was set to do it, but just because you're set to do it doesn't mean that on the day you're not going to encounter problems just because you go, oh, I can do this.
Right.
Like, the roughest part, I think, for me was you go out and it's a combination half marathon and marathon.
Okay.
So at 11 miles, which is 2 miles past Bally's, the half marathon turns around,
Okay.
and you have to keep going on straight.
You got to make
And
a
it's like,
decision right there.
and my bailout plan was always, well, at least I could do the half marathon, you know, like, I mean, that'd be an
funny.
achievement. And to be honest with you, it's like, I was just heading up there, and they give you different colored tags. Like, you have a blue tag if you're doing the full marathon, you have a red tag if you're doing the half marathon.
Okay.
One of the volunteers was there, and he saw me coming. He said, "Come on, you can do it. You can do it." And it was like just that little bit of encouragement alone was like, all right, you know, maybe I can do this. You know,
Absolutely.
You just run past, and of course, half the crowd is after disappearing, so you're far more on your own than you were. But yeah,
That's crazy. Now, I have heard that there's a risk of getting the runs while on the runs. You ever heard about this?
Oh, I've heard about
runner
this, yeah, I've heard
diarrhea
about
type
it.
deal?
Yeah, I think the biggest problem I encountered was, you know, I did my traditional warm up for any sporting event that I take part in, which is I walked around for an hour and a half drinking cups of coffee and smoking cigarettes.
See, there you go. High five on that one.
So by the time the race started, like, geez, I could do with taking a leak here shortly. So
Absolutely.
So of course the very first port to let stop, I had to stop, and then I think a lot of people were encountering the same issue, so I probably lost about 10 minutes. Like,
Got a line at the porta potties over here. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
So-
like the good old days, having a beer before work.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
And speaking of work, folks, you know, it has been a treat for us to call this work. You know, we're here at the SF's Music City Star Factory, and it really is the place of the next generation of music. And it's been really cool to start the show. It's a baby. The show's a little baby infant. So we put out our first 2 episodes, as you know. And to all you guys that subscribed, liked, shared, comment, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's it, yeah. And we can keep the triple box up for this story because
There we go.
So triple box us, please. So we go off and we do our first 2 episodes. I get a phone call, okay, Mick?
Oh.
I get a phone call from this guy sitting next to me right here, and he goes,
No.
"Yeah, that guy right there," and he said,
Yeah,
"You know what, Charlie? I think you were rude to me in the first 2 episodes." He said, you didn't talk, you cut me off. I didn't get to talk about what I wanted to talk about. I'm sitting there like, what? Then he tells me, I had a buddy call me, and my buddy asked me, Warrior, why isn't your name on the show? After episode 2, this is what the guy calls me and says. So,
No, he said. No.
so with that being said, folks,
Oh, no.
for this episode, I've said maybe I do need to do some soul searching.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to give up the host chair. And I'm going to move over. And Anthony is going to host today.
Hey, this will be interesting. All right.
All right. Well, okay.
So it's now Anthony and Friends is this show.
No, it's still the Charlie Booth Show.
Wait, is this how it? Well, it's the family, but
Family.
let's see. Oh, I got a different camera now. Whoa.
Anthony and the family. Yeah.
So wait, so this is okay. So now, just so you could know what it's like to be over there. Hold on, I'll be.
All right. Okay. I'll continue. And push that subscribe button. And Charlie's over here enjoying the moment, watching me drown myself like this. Okay, so the major topic of the afternoon of the day was definitely Mick winning his award. Okay, in running the marathon.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
thank
is
you.
just absolutely manly.
I like that. That was
I'll
absolutely
take that.
manly.
Yeah.
I'll take that for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, so good at Warrior, but you as the host, by the way.
Okay,
It's
well,
like-
okay, so Charlie over here. So the serious topic on the discussion over here was okay. Well, there was a couple of them.
While Warrior figures out what that topic is, I'd like to challenge any of Warrior's friends who have an issue with the program and have an issue
come
with
on.
Charlie Boots. I'll invite you right here to
Right
the
here.
Star Factory, and let's see what you got to say here on the show. And now we'll send it back over to our explosive show host, Anthony the Warrior.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, no, well, we love you, and I'll give you some wheels. How about the auto industry? Bring us down the lane.
Okay.
It's up to date.
Electric cars. What I thought the whole time when Newsom was outside up in California saying, "Oh, we're going to give the highest rebates across America for electric cars. You come and get an electric car, $4,500. We'll match the federal government." Okay, everybody jumped that bandwagon. Guess what? They pulled the plug finally. Gasoline rules. Corvettes are going to be rocking and rolling down the streets of San Francisco forever. Okay? So you want to get into one, come see me in San Andrew. Okay? So we got Z1Rs, Z06s, we got all that stuff.
Okay. So you took the show, and now you're selling cars. I like that.
Okay.
But you know what? Mick, I don't know about you. One of the most dreaded things for me is when you got to say, it's that time to get a new car.
Oh, good
and you
God,
actually
yeah.
got to drag yourself
Oh,
over.
yeah. It's worth-
It's like the actual buying of the car. Like, I mean, I guess I've never been so excited about something and get the balloon deflated over the course of a day. Like, I mean, it's like, okay, I'm going to get a new car. It's like, will I ever get this new car?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
what are they talking about? What is it,
And then you meet somebody like this who's waiting there for you.
Oh, yeah.
The car salesman. The car salesman. I don't know how much good the car salesman wants for my personal life, honestly, if anything. But I do know that I think you guys have a fatigue 5 to 10 grand in there. I think that you feel that if you can just hold somebody over the ledge for long enough, they're going to throw an extra 5, 10 just to get out of there.
But it's like the kid throwing a tantrum, in front of the candies at the checkout. He knows if he keeps going long enough,
Yes.
the mother's going to give in.
Yes.
They give the candy like that. That's sort of like with car salesmen.
Well,
And it's
if
like,
you
if they
provide
wear
value-
you down long enough, you're eventually going to agree to their terms,
Yeah.
rather than actually what
As
you
a car
want.
salesman,
100%.
Yeah.
As a car salesman, you know how I sidestep that?
You just got to look into your
You know
camera.
how I would sidestep that? FAB, feature, advantage, benefit. They wouldn't feel that way, 100%.
Okay, so I go in and I say I want my car. First of all, I know there's 10% of your total price you're throwing back on in tax right out the gate. So all those beautiful prices you see online, factor in an extra 5 grand basically into the price. Then you guys get to saying, oh, you need this warranty. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. And then you go and do that ping pong deal with the manager at the dealership. I'm gonna go talk to this guy behind the fence. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll see what he
have
says.
a coffee. Have a coffee. Here's some water.
What are you guys doing in all that
Honestly.
time? What's actually happening?
Watching the customer sweat, for sure. Yeah, I've done that for so many years. But you're talking to somebody that comes with a piece of paper with some numbers figured on it, and walks up to the desk and sets it down and puts the pen there and sits there and wait for the customer to say something.
So look into that camera as if that's one of your customers looking at you, and close the deal for us.
I just did. Put the paper down, put the pen right there. Customer's staring at that payment square right there, because there's 4 squares. And they either say okay or nay. Or I flip the paper over and I say, I know it's only over a few dollars, write down the amount of the few dollars. And then they just do it. And then I come right back.
So let's give the people something good out of watching the show here. If they're a member of the family, how can they save some money when they're going to buy a car? What's a trick they could use? Give us an insider trick. Come on.
Come on.
Insider trick would be there is none.
There's no way to save some coin?
No, I mean, no, unless you know the owner that's buying it, because the car is for nickels on a dime, whoever. Nowadays, all the bank owns all the cars. They own all the cars, and the dealers are just there for puppets.
I wonder how long before the car salesman is automated, because now you see all these Carvanas, this deal where you
it's
go
already
up like a
almost there.
vending machine and buy
As
the
a car
car.
salesman, for sure, I think it's almost there.
Yeah.
I've been a car salesman for a long time, and definitely on the Carvana thing, how you see them on the freeway, like, what the hell? And even the CarMax, where they give you more money than what the car's worth, and just get the gasoline cars off the road. Now that whole program's being unplugged, and guys like me are just like, hell yeah.
Okay, so what's the advantage of going to a dealership?
Okay.
Is it the fact that if I buy a car at a dealership and I take the warranty, that I can be guaranteed
Well, that would
I
be
can
the
bring it
safest way
back.
because when I sell the warranty to the customer, I'm telling them this is an extra 5 years of just confident driving with no problems. Okay, when your car breaks down, they'll send a tow truck to get it, and then they'll even give you rent a car while the truck is or car's in the shop.
So that's what you're selling and gives you the
Yeah.
advantage over like CarMax or any of these.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because CarMax, they can't sell you a warranty like we have.
What do you say to people that say they don't trust a salesman that wears sunglasses?
They should.
Okay.
They should.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If they come across a car salesman in the car lot, sunglasses on, 24/7, you need to check his eyes.
Can we have a look?
Yeah. There you go.
I don't trust them.
I don't need it. They're shifty looking.
Fifty looking.
Kind of like beady. You know,
Doesn't look like a
Get on
Viper.
Mick. All you Warriors cohorts that want to come for Charlie Boots,
yeah.
go after Mick this week. How about that?
Yes, it's my turn. It's my turn.
no.
Yeah.
You can have my seat next week.
exactly.
Yeah. sit over
I
there.
think the electric cars going bye-bye is a nice plus for the
They're
automotive
not going
industry.
bye-bye. Electric cars are not going bye-bye, but what's happening?
You know what's happening? My friend that is buying the Tesla cars with like 60,000, 80,000 miles that were like 40 and 60,000 miles or $60,000.
Mm-hmm.
Those cars are being bought for $10,000, $15,000.
I heard that.
amazing.
Yeah, I heard that.
You know, oh
yeah,
my.
I mean, the big problem with electric cars is like, you know, do you remember when the internet started and you would dial up? Mm-hmm. You know, like an
Yeah.
and it was, you know, it would take forever for the page to download.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, the internet itself and the internet providers were selling you a service that really wasn't
There.
great. It
Yeah.
wasn't great because you couldn't do anything. But and electric cars are sort of the same thing. It's like they're selling you a vehicle that the infrastructure is not there to support it.
Right.
There's not enough charging points. They're not close enough. You know, like the grid isn't there to support electric cars and make them more efficient than
I
gasoline
think-
cars in
Yeah,
terms
well-
of the amount of time that you spend in them.
And then when you get when the first driver's done with it and they got to replace a battery, you're
Or
talking
replace the battery.
$20K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the batteries aren't there.
Yeah,
I mean,
the whole battery's more expensive than 5 cars put together.
yeah, I mean, like,
You know, that one I don't
yeah,
get.
batteries have a memory that, like, I mean, okay, like not in a AI sense, but what happens if you, no matter what the battery is, if it isn't fully empty before you recharge it, there's a certain amount of charge that stays in it that becomes useless, and over time, then the battery doesn't recharge fully. It just
Interesting.
yeah. So like that's why like
That's why they say drain electronics, then fill them.
exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why, because it's more efficient for the battery. You know, and that goes all the way from lead acid to lithium. You know, so it's,
You know what's crazy is like when we look at all these self-driving cars now, right? All the Waymos in the city, and now the Waymo trucks. And we talked about that last week, how they have the people movers and the vans now. But you know what's funny is like I was watching Amazon. They're testing now the AI cars, the driverless cars, electronic, right? So there's no gas, there's no driver to pay. But the crazy thing is, when you look at these systems, it's like we're all rooting for tech, rooting for it. It's as it starts taking jobs, whatever. I get that new jobs will emerge, all that. But the consumer never gets to save a buck. Like,
yeah.
isn't that
Oh
funny?
yeah,
Like-
yeah. I mean, this is why the tax base of this country is going to be screwed shortly, because you're eliminating workers who, you know, were, you know, like your W-2 is literally pay as you earn. You're being taxed. That
Right.
goes directly to the government. So that's gone. But what's happening is that with the elimination of them, corporations are making the same amount of money, more probably because they're not paying, but their tax rate is so much lower
Right.
than the workers. So like the tax base in this country is shrinking, and that's going to be a major problem.
That's a good point.
You know,
That's a
it's
really
like,
good point.
because most of the support that the federal government gets in this country is from taxes.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's the only way they do it.
well, they've recently come up with tariffs.
Right, but
my
you're
God.
right. Things are going to have to, as that tax base does start shrinking, because this stuff's going to hit like that. Like as these things get automated, every store you're going into now where you interact with a person, even a grocery store. California, huge beef with this. I went to the grocery store the other day. They asked if I wanted to spend $2 for a bag. And I said, $2?
Oh, yeah, for recyclable one? Yeah,
It's one of these deals.
Yeah.
And it's got their logo on it.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to spend $2 so you can advertise for us?
You're
Yeah.
advertising for me. You're going to pay me. And then they look at you. You got like 30 items on the thing.
Yeah.
Unless you want to carry it.
Yeah, and then you have people who will, like, let's say they'll go to Safeway, but they'll have a, let's see, a Whole Foods bag.
Right.
Because they don't want people to know that they're shopping at Safeway.
Oh, it's an image.
Yeah, so
You got to protect the image.
So
Oh,
it's like
forget about it.
Walking out of Safeway with your Whole Foods.
Okay, so
I have a
let,
flower bag.
no shocker here,
Oh,
but no
shocker
comment,
there.
folks. Got to protect my image at this
I have the
point.
daisy bag. Yeah.
Making it too easy.
Yeah. Maybe we should have, like,
Get
free Charlie boots.
Free Charlie boots, yeah.
And family.
And you know,
bags.
it was
Oh.
Mick. The things that were being said by this guy when he called me and he tells me,
Yeah.
yeah, people are saying this, people are saying that. I'm there like this, huh?
All right.
Disgusted, absolutely disgusted in all of it.
Oh, okay, so
love-
we're moving on to the next
I
subject.
love,
Yeah,
I
move
love
on.
the term people
Okay.
are saying this. It's like, it's real tabloid.
Yeah,
You know, like, people are saying that Taylor Swift is dead.
exactly.
You know?
It took 2 weeks for you to go Hollywood.
Yeah.
2 weeks. That's it. If you guys
All right,
ever want to
moving on,
know,
moving
All
on.
right, from selfies to selfish.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right.
And I'm
1
thinking-
to 0.
I'm thinking, and then
Coming out of second gear.
And then Janae said, my fiance says to me, she goes, I wonder how many episodes until he would go to TMZ.
Yeah.
Try to throw some dirt on you.
Those, yeah, right. Let's do all that.
How much money would they have to offer you?
I'm not going to sell out.
Okay, appreciate
I'm not
it.
going to sell out to TMZ.
I can see the headline. These boots were made for walking.
Oh yeah.
He walked all over me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, I don't want
All right,
to
moving on.
besmirch the host. Continue on.
All right. How hard is it to make an appointment to go see the doctor and get your prescription filled?
That's okay. So that is actually that sounds like one thing, but it's actually three things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make an appointment, see the doctor,
Okay, yeah.
get your prescription filled.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's actually three chores.
And how many
Yeah.
robots? How many robots
Okay.
you got to talk
That-
to?
that-
Yeah.
every time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay, mine was I went to the doctor. The doctor was supposed to call the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Pharmacy was supposed to call the doctor. Doctor didn't get a call from the pharmacy. Doctor told me 2 weeks later they were waiting for the call from the pharmacy that they're supposed to call them. 2 weeks go by, I hear nothing. It's been 4 weeks now, and the doctor's office. I gave him the phone number. I said just call him. They said we don't do that.
So, like in a more general sense, like I never went to college. I did trade school. But in a more general sense, how long do you have to go to college before you have the right to be a complete asshole?
Right.
I mean, like it seems like anybody who goes to college for more than 5 years turns out to be a total dick at whatever club they're in.
Wow.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Just know-it-all syndrome type.
well, it's just we're better than you. You sit there.
Interesting.
And I'm better than you, you know, like that. It's like, because I've been to college and I've studied this. And
Yeah.
it's like, great, good for you, you know.
And it's really, honestly, some of the stuff at college is such a time waster. Not to go on.
waster.
Oh yeah, I think there was a lot. I think there was really a lot of stuff in college where
Oh.
it's like you do wind up wasting a lot of time. You pick some things up, but few and far between. Can I say experiences resulted from ever going to college?
Oh yeah, I think most, you know, like I mean, obviously I can't speak because I didn't go to college, but like I think you learn more from life,
Yeah.
from living.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
You know, like I mean,
Life experiences,
Yeah.
for sure.
it's
What do you got, host?
The life experience that I had learned from without school was
Yeah.
being a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Into the camera.
Yeah, being a mechanic, definitely tearing cars apart at a young age and putting them back together. You know, it was something that I did in the summertime at my uncle's ranch. That was a lot of fun.
What'd you learn from ranch life?
That the milk follows the cow. Moo.
milk follows the cow.
Moo.
Moo.
What a
Words-
phrase.
Words to live by. It's like, I think,
no, there was a cow.
Confucius missed that one.
Yeah. We got our own Confucius, apparently.
The milk follows the cow.
Oh.
Moo.
Moo.
So break that down a little.
Okay, well, growing up.
Right into that.
Yeah, growing up, we used to go see the cows on the farm. And there was cows right there. We used to go put the alfalfa out there.
Okay.
And we had cows, goats, and the lambs, and there's a couple other pigs.
Maybe some alpacas, but
No, alpacas. We
no
had pigs.
alpacas. I want to just hear, but I want to go into that phrase. I really want to.
The cow follows, or the milk follows the cow.
Yeah. What do you
Moo.
mean by it?
What do you do? That's where the milk comes from. It's a cow.
Oh,
But when you say it, it's profound.
yeah, it sounds way more profound than it is.
Way more profound.
What?
I
The
thought
milk follows the cow? Like,
Well, I'm thinking about it. We're here in the Star Factory in San Francisco, and you think about, we had an act performing here the other night, and they said it was their first national tour, and they're starting to pick up. And so he had sold the place out. They had about 200 people down here in the front. And looking at that as the cow, I'm looking at how many jobs are created, because the band was 5 pieces. They had a merch person. They had a tour driver. And I'm thinking, damn, the milk follows the cow. And so, I mean, I was just thinking of it as in what comes from it. But I wanted to know, because when you hit it, I was inspired.
Yeah.
well, yeah, the milk follows the cow.
Moo.
I mean, in all kinds of scenarios. I mean, in life, if you're good, you have a good cow, you're going to have good milk. You're a sour cow, you're going to have sour milk.
And that's where sour cream comes from.
Yeah, and if you're chocolate milk, and you're a chocolate cow, you can have chocolate milk.
Yeah, back when I was a kid, I used to go to my uncle's farm way up in Westport in the west.
Okay.
So
Is that far from County Mayo?
it's in County Mayo.
Oh!
Yeah, your hometown.
Yay!
Your hometown.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So he actually lived at the foot of Patrick, which is like this hill that like Patrick stayed on for 40 days and 40 nights
Okay.
while fasting and praying to God. And it's like it's a pilgrimage now up this. But anyway, that's sort of an aside. But we used the farmers. They were all small farmers in the area, and they might have 1 or 2 cows each. And that area of the country just is like it's horrible to grow grass in. It's mostly stony and whatever. So off the beach was Clew Bay, and there were islands off Clew Bay.
Okay.
So we'd have the cows swim the islands, and you'd be there in your currach, and you're going along beside them, and the cows are swimming.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and cows are like surprisingly buoyant.
Huh.
Because they're the big long stomach.
Right,
so
right.
they actually have no problem swimming.
Really?
Yeah, so you get them into the water, and they
How
just,
far are you
paddle.
talking?
Maybe a couple of 100 yards.
Wow.
And they
100
get out on the
yards, wow.
island, and we'd leave them graze out on that island until they'd eaten all the grass, and then you'd get them and you'd bring them to the next island, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's crazy.
It's a pretty cool thing to do, like as a young kid.
And what kind of boat? You're talking a regular rowboat, or
It's
is
a
it like
regular
a
rowboat, yeah.
Wow.
You're right there beside them, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a bay, so even though it's in the Atlantic, it's pretty protected. You weren't getting any big swells or anything like that. But
The swimming cows of Ireland.
swimming cows of Ireland, yeah, following it, and the milk following it.
The milk followed.
See, there you go.
Where are you taking us next?
Okay, since we got way off the topic of calling the doctor's office
Oh, sorry, yeah, that was probably me.
for prescription. Yeah, okay, here we go. All right, when was your last experience at the doctor's office, Charlie?
About 15 years ago.
Oh,
Imagine if you could run your business like a doctor's. Like, I'm an electrician, where I could go. Like,
oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm an electrician where I could go, I could write a note to the homeowner and say, get me 4, go down, get me 4 of these and 3 of these, and
Yeah.
be back here in the morning.
It's crazy.
It's like,
Yeah.
look, all I'm doing is I'm telling you I have this, and now you got to go and get that.
Go talk to this other guy.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
it's like, hey, let's meet up at 8. I'll be there at 8. And then it's like, I'm not going to really see it till 9:30.
Yeah.
You're going to wait with everybody else just so you could see. There's a demand to see me in the waiting room.
Oh,
That is sick. The waiting room is mentally sick.
yeah.
Everything
Get
about
some
it.
luminol and a blue fluorescent light in that room.
That's just
You see
again
what
like
happens.
my time is so much more important than yours.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you 8, but 9:30 will fit on you just fine, bud.
yeah.
With no coffee in the office or TV.
Yeah, I often feel like, like, I mean, if you were in there, like, just take a little razor blade and
Okay, the
cut
other
yourself in the arm. And, like,
Emergency!
emergency, like, just start dripping it to the floor. And
Half
you
the
get it
time,
faster.
I do think people are better off going to emergency rooms
Oh,
and these
definitely.
places because you actually get the full service and they'll do the tests they got to do on you if something's wrong with you. Who'd have thought they'd come to the family for medical advice? But you put Warrior in the host seat.
There you have it, Jeff.
There you go.
The whole show
Okay.
has changed.
okay, well then, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go in a completely different direction here.
Okay, where are you taking us?
We're going to take you, how many times have you been to DMV and you have to wait in line longer than 45 minutes without an appointment?
I think the DMV has improved massively.
Whoa!
There used to be a time you would walk into the DMV, you didn't get a number, you didn't get anything, you had no
Right.
idea
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah.
far down
Yeah.
the line you were.
Yeah, there were no
Yeah.
There
appointments.
were no
Yeah,
appointments.
exactly.
It seemed totally random as to whether you were going to be called up or not.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Now at least you go in, you get a number with a letter which designates what type of service you need.
Right.
And you can watch the screen, and it can tell you like no serving. Like I mean, it's to me like I just think it has improved massively. I just think it has.
Sounds like Warrior. Sounds like Warrior has a.
Oh, for sure. I first got my car sales license. It was $25. Now, $140.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, what? And then I went. Mine expired on my birthday, and I have to have some kind of dealership number attached to the application when I go get my sales license. And I was like, what the hell is all this about? And it's $125.
I just watched you on that screen. Everything about the whole I gotta go and
it's all too shifty.
Yeah.
It's like we're waiting for the pitch here.
Yeah.
It's like,
Does this car even have wheels on it?
Not even.
What's going on?
Is it actually when you say vehicle?
What are we talking about? What's the worst you ever got somebody on a car deal?
What do you mean worse?
Like you knew you were selling a hunk of junk. Have you ever done that, or you just
Oh no, that's why I left the dealership that starts with D and ends with E.
okay?
All right.
Let them do the math on that one.
Oh, yeah. The whole bottom of the truck, it had been smashed. Mm-hmm. So somehow.
Was that from you kicking the tires?
No. The guy drove it off the lot, and my boss was jumping up and down. All of us are jumping up and down. He bought the warranty and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he bought the warranty and everything. Oh my God, a can of worms that you would not believe. We took him out of a used one and ended up putting him in a brand new one.
I was watching a video where they had the whole rusted out underbelly of the car and
Well, it wasn't rusted out. It was smashed and
mangled.
yeah, it was like smashed.
Wow. Like
The whole-
as if it went over a speed bump or something.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah,
compressed.
and between the axles, it looked like the guy replaced the differential and the other part that goes like this, the axles or whatever.
Yeah, and hammered it into place.
Yeah, hammered something.
Rides like
yeah.
Fred Flintstone's mobile.
Yeah, oh my God! But the whole bottom of it, the rear, everywhere was just smashed.
What percentage of the used car lot do you think has been in an accident? Because I know we're in this day and age of the
definitely over 40 to 50% for sure.
have been, yeah, and I've heard because
Yeah,
Carfax
and-
won't report all that stuff.
No,
you think
they
you're
don't.
getting like,
No,
oh, I got a
nobody.
deal, but they said most of these cars.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
So if you're buying used, you're assuming you got at least one problem attached.
I mean, cars coming from out of state, you know.
You gotta look just into the camera.
I don't, but yeah. But some of the dealerships are more reputable than the other ones. You know, that's why I stopped working at a couple of them.
How do you tell if you trust a car salesman off meeting him? Introduce yourself to the camera as if you're just meeting a customer for the first time. Walk me through it. Like, you know, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm Charlie. I'm looking to buy. Oh, thank you.
No.
Okay.
Moving on.
Well, how do you do it? What if someone's watching, want to learn how to be a salesman here?
First impressions count, like.
I don't know, man.
Shifty eyes, man. It's like, we don't want him selling this show.
No, you don't. No.
We might have actually lost subscribers for that section.
A sinkhole has begun. Okay, Warrior. What do you have to tell all your friends and all the people who you wanted to get behind in this anti-Charlie Boots movement, and you wanted to create this whole thing where I looked like a terrible person? What do you got to say to those people today?
You were right from the get-go.
Oh, they were right?
Are you eating humble pie there?
They were right or I was right? They? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows, folks?
Who knows?
But one thing I do know is this. I'm out the other night in San Francisco. We did our engagement photo shoot, right? Because that's a new thing. That's a thing now. You do an engagement photo shoot. There's another leg to the race. So
another Hallmark event.
Yeah.
It's like,
so we did that, and then afterwards we're leaving the place we did it at, and I'm going to call a cab, and I just call a regular Uber. And on my phone, you know, normally it'll say the person's name who's coming to pick you up. You know, Anthony's on his way in this kind of car. Mine says no name given. And I'm like, I don't think about it. And my lady takes the phone. She goes, no, I'm canceling this. I'm like, it says I got to pay a fee. You cancel it. I'm canceling it. She cancels it. How's that going on the apps?
Yeah.
I thought that was bizarre.
That is weird.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like, how... Yeah.
And now they're running all these commercials about if females want a female driver. I don't know if you've seen
that.
these?
And the safety protocols in place, and I've seen.
So if you have all these safety protocols, how in the world could you have that where it says name not given?
Yeah.
Amazing to me.
OSHA, they're slipping.
They are. The other thing, too, as we talk about the robots coming for our jobs and all this, right? That's been a theme today. The robots are coming. And I agree that they are. We just saw they just put out the first robot butler is available now that could do your chores. It could do your dishes, laundry, vacuuming, all the basics. That's now on the market. Maybe it'll be a big gift this holiday season. But I was using ChatGPT this week, and I realized no matter what I say to it, it tells me, good idea, Boots.
Oh yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely got that whole complimentary thing to get your interest piqued. It's like that's a great idea. Let me tell you more about it.
It's an ego stroker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It is, and like I mean, how far away from that is when you know people are using it for catfishing? You know, like I mean,
absolutely.
It's like you know, I mean, so yeah, it's already inherent in the program.
Absolutely.
But it's AI is, you know, I mean, it's becoming cleverer, you know, a little bit cleverer. So I don't know that it's understanding human nature, but it definitely is beginning. There are the seeds of it figuring how to be able to manipulate you enough to make you think that this is your friend.
Yeah, and I'm starting to see clips where I'm turning into the one where I'll send it and someone will be like, "That's AI, man." You know, I'm getting tricked.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a buddy. And I'm not talking about any of my buddies here, okay? But I do have a buddy is cursed with always putting his foot in his mouth, right? And he started to use AI on the dating apps he's on to how to respond to girls.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so weird. I'm like, you know,
how in the world?
No, go ahead. You're the host.
How in the world is it a man can't get a girl with just a simple hello, give her a flower, and, you know, invite her over to watch TV or video games? How can a guy...
If the guy's using AI, like, you know what I mean?
Have to
like,
use AI.
Everybody's got their dating personality, right?
Yeah,
you know, like, I mean, this guy's just taking it a little bit
I mean, come on.
It's
How
like,
in the world?
Look, when you're dating, nobody gets to see all the bad shit that goes on.
Well, yeah, of
it's like-
course.
So this
You have
guy's
to-
just he's just bending the rules just a little bit more.
That's
and like
true.
I admire it. Yeah.
And how many fellas
Like-
do you think have a scripted date?
Oh,
No way.
First date, this is the
No.
script.
yeah, we're behind. We're behind time. We're behind time. You spend
no
too much
way.
time talking about yourself.
It was the view, the walk, the dinner, the dessert. We're falling behind.
The 2025 scripted date is the same date it was 25 years ago.
Give it to us.
Give it to us.
She just showed up.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
She shows up.
Okay.
All right.
You know, she
Okay,
shows
so
up.
we've overcome problem number one.
Yeah.
She's here.
She's here.
Now what?
Now what do you do with her?
Well, if you don't know what to do.
What does she do with you?
Exactly.
Walk us through. Okay, so look
Yeah.
into the camera, please. And you're talking to Cindy Crawford, let's say. You're talking to just the most beautiful woman, and she's about to go on a date with the warrior. What can she expect?
Simple hello, flowers, cup of coffee, say hi. I mean, you know, maybe dinner if she's lucky.
Ah.
You know, sunset. Maybe breakfast the next morning too. She's real lucky.
So it sounds like the date went extremely well.
Yeah.
After that hello, she wound up staying the night with you. Then now we're talking about breakfast the next morning.
Awful hello, right there.
What a greeting.
Greeting. Jeez. I'm going to go get in fear of saying hello to anybody from here on.
Exactly
Oh,
right. And fellas, if you see Warrior coming, do not let him say hello
Do
to your
not let him
lady.
say hello. Your life will change completely.
Yeah. Hers surely will.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So why don't you send it off like that? Why don't you give some dating advice to the young fellas? They say they're a little awkward these days and could use some help so they don't have to use AI.
They should like man up, grow some testicles.
So it's good.
Okay. Man, and go up to the one that you're looking at and just give her a flower, you know, and forget about your video games and how your controller is black or blue or whatever, you know. I mean, come on, give the girl a break. I mean, she's at home playing with her perfume or nail polish, and you're over there playing with your video game.
There are no stereotypes on this show. I don't believe in that.
Get a guitar and sing her a song, man. You know? You know, pick up the piano, hit the two chords, you know, da 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 da.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Absolutely.
You know, do something, you know, like, you know, get a bow and arrow and shoot an apple. Boom! You know? Something, you know.
I mean, like, I don't know. When I was like, not to interrupt this fantastic
Stream of
advice,
consciousness.
stream of consciousness. When I was dating, you know, and that's a long time ago, but when I was dating, it's like I always assumed the girls were different. You know, like, I mean, and like that's the beautiful thing about dating, because if they were the same, like, you know, what's the point? And I always got you know, it was a real nice bonus when they liked the same thing that I did.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
But you don't
yeah.
figure that out unless you talk.
Well, exactly.
You know, so it's like, I think, you know, like if I'm, you know, young people these days, it's like, just fucking talk to each other. Jesus Christ. It's not that hard. You are actually probably a lot more interesting than you think you are. And the person you're talking to probably has a hell of a lot more to say than you think that they have to say. And you discover that you can actually do stuff that you have in common and do stuff that you can do separately. And, you know, life is more interesting when you're talking to people.
And definitely more interesting when
That's
you're sharing
poetic.
things together.
Life is more interesting when you're talking to people. And folks, we love you, and thank you so much for coming to talk to us. We thank the Music City Star Factory, and if you're in San Francisco and you do not pay this place a visit, you are really missing out. I'm Charlie Booch. I can't thank you enough for joining the family. And Warrior, why don't you send us home? Tell the people.
I have 3 things to say. God bless our troops.
Oh, okay.
God bless our loved ones. And God bless the Charlie Booth family.
Ah,
thought we were gonna do-
Warrior. Good send off, buddy boy. Well done.
Hey,
Hello, boy.
good to see you, Mick.
See you, boy.
We'll see you guys next time.
Great show, Warrior.
See ya. Beautiful. You're fired.